I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the break and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the scale.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And off we go from Nashville. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second down, here's Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. This is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to...
He's got a man complete, and it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. To throw again on second down, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Cooper will come in motion right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 44. They go play action with Willis. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. 21-0 our score after 1. From the 29, Tua. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Tua to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Nifty move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it'll be Taylor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game. And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. First and 10, it's Willis. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Stevens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Titans had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Willis will look to throw on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Number 53, Mike 53. Stop your body.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
Willis now off of play action. Rolling to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Throwing on second and long. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. For left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, Willis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now here's a throw that's complete, finding space at the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On play action, here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Ready, 10 black, drill green.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Check 43. Watch the edge. Check it out,
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Well, his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are. But they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
You must be dreaming. Mike, 53, Mike.
From his own end zone, here's Willis.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now is the Titans punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Seibert on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And as this defense walks held high, what a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tennessee, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the